Hello everyone. Today we will start chapter number 8, motion for class 9th. What is the meaning of motion? Motion means movement, and the movement is the sign of life. That means all the living things, they show motion or they show movement. They can be the plants, they can be the animals. Animals or human beings, they move from one place to another place by using their legs, but the plants can move by standing their one position. They cannot do locomotion, but they can move their leaves, they can move their branches, etc. But in the non-living things, they cannot move on their own. They can move with the help of any external force. That external force can be the fuel. We can say the fuel, or we can say the muscular energy of the body of human beings. For example, if a bus is moving or any of the vehicle is moving, that can be moved with the help of the engine, and engine is using the fuel. Now in this chapter, we will study about the motion of the things, whether they are non-living things. ठीक है, mostly the non-living things, they will move from one place to another place. We will study the motion of that things. Now what is the motion? An object is said to be in motion when it changes its position with respect to time. That means for before 2 minutes, if any of the object is placed at one position and after 2 minutes it will change its position, that means within that 2 minutes it is changing its position. That means that object is in motion. But rest, what is the meaning of rest? An object is said to be at rest when it doesn't change its position with respect to time. That means if any of the object, it cannot change its position, whether we are we will force it, or after applying the force or by its own, it will not change its position. That means the object is said to be at rest. For example, in your classrooms, when during the at the time of the departure, the desks and the tables, they are placed at their place. When you come next morning in your class, when you enter inside the class, then they are placed at the same position. They cannot move from one classroom to the other classroom by their own. That means they are in the position of rest. One more example, suppose a train is standing at the platform, but it is standing, it is not moving. That means the train is at rest position at that time. That is also at rest. Now any object may appear to be moving to one person, and the same object may appear to be at rest to the another person. Means if we consider a bus, a moving bus, there can be three situations. In the first situation, the trees appear to be moving backwards to the passengers. If we are in the bus and we are looking out of the bus, then we see the trees which are at the roadside. These trees, they appear to move in the backward direction for us. Now in the second situation, a person which is standing on the road, it finds the bus and the passengers both are moving forward. In the third position, a person which is inside the bus, inside the moving bus, and his fellow passengers, they both find themselves at the rest position. They think that the bus is moving and they are at rest position. So these are the three main factors on which we can say any object is at rest or any object is in motion. Now these motions are, some of the motions are very complex and some are very simple motion. Just like the straight line, if any object is moving in the straight line like this, then that is the straight line motion. If any object is moving just like this curved path, so that is the curved path motion. Any object can rotate from at its position, and so this is called the rotation motion. Just like the earth rotates at in its position, and some of the motions are vibrations. During the vibrations the object is in motion. Now, before going to the complex topics, firstly we need to discuss the difference between the distance and displacement. What is the meaning of distance and displacement? Distance, we consider the distance by taking the reference point, or we can say the origin. Means firstly we need to select the origin or the reference point. For example, the distance between your house and your school is 15 kilometers or 5 kilometers, then the reference point is your house or reference point is your school. So we should select one of the reference point for taking these examples. Now, what is the distance? Distance is the actual path covered by the object. Means the total path which is covered by the object is called the distance. For example, if any object is moving like this from the origin O, it moves to A, then B, then C. So the total distance covered by the object is 25, 25 and 100, that means 150. But if the object, it turns around and it moves from C to B again by covering the distance of 100 kilometers, then the total distance covered 100, 100, 25 and 25, that is equal to 250 kilometers. So this is the total path covered by the object, which is called the distance. Now this distance is the scalar quantities. Scalar means the quantities which has magnitude and no direction. Magnitude means just take the numerical value 250. This is the magnitude, but it is not having any direction. We are not saying that the object is moving in the east, in the west, or any of the direction. Just we are saying that the object is moving in a particular direction. Distance can't be 0 or negative. Distance, it can't be 0 or negative. Negative भी नहीं हो सकता. It can't be 0 also. Now the displacement. Displacement is the shortest path covered by the object, or we can say the distance between the initial and the final positions is called displacement.